The courtroom was silent, the kind of silence that comes only when everyone in the room knows they're about to hear evil speak. In the defendant's chair sat Lawrence Bittaker, calm, expressionless, wearing a neatly pressed shirt as though he were attending a business meeting instead of facing 5 counts of murder. Across the room sat Roy Norris, already sentenced, brought in under heavy guard to testify against his former friend. It was November 1981. 2 years had passed since the murders. The state of California was ready to confront the monsters who had hunted its daughters. When the prosecutor pressed play on the cassette tape, the air changed. First came Shirley Ledford's voice, then the sound of Bittaker laughing. Jurors covered their ears. Reporters left the room in tears. Even seasoned officers wept quietly. One juror later said, "I didn't know humans could be that cruel." It took only minutes for the jury to understand. These weren't just murders. They were acts of deliberate, calculated horror. Roy Norris took the stand next. He didn't look like the muscle of the operation anymore. His voice shook as he described each night in the van. The pliers, the ice pick, the terror. When asked why he helped, he said softly, "I was scared of him, scared of Bittaker." But the prosecutor didn't let him hide behind fear. He pushed, "Scared enough to torture 5 girls?" Norris broke down, covering his face. The courtroom watched a man crumble under the weight of his own crimes. Still, his testimony painted the full picture. The way Bittaker planned everything, recorded every scream, and kept souvenirs as trophies. It was chilling, and it sealed the verdict. On March 24, 1981, after weeks of testimony and hundreds of pieces of evidence, the jury found Lawrence Sigmund Bittaker guilty of 5 counts of first-degree murder, 5 counts of kidnapping, 9 counts of sexual assault, and numerous other charges. When asked if he had anything to say before sentencing, Bittaker smiled faintly and said, "I feel no remorse." The judge's voice trembled with anger as he spoke the words, "You are sentenced to death." Outside the courthouse, families of the victims embraced each other and cried. For them, justice had come, but peace never would. Bittaker was sent to San Quentin State Prison, where he became known as the Toolbox Killer. He spent nearly 4 decades on death row, never showing remorse, often writing letters to journalists describing his crimes in detail, as if proud of them. In December 2019, at age 79, he died of natural causes, still awaiting execution. Roy Norris, meanwhile, served life in prison. If you want to follow the story from the beginning to the end, click the related video to watch the full story.